What's up, everybody? Hello, hey, hi, it's me, Mr. 300 OG, and I'm finally back to give you guys the long-awaited mods part 2 video. I don't even know what to say. Me and this bike have been through a super long journey, and since that mods video, it's been pretty crazy. A lot of things done to it, and I'm happy to show you guys. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna run down the previous mods, tell you my thoughts on them, update you on how I'm feeling about them if they're worth getting, and then I'm gonna tell you about the new mods that I have on the bike and give you a quick rundown on those thoughts as well. And then I'm gonna introduce you to my new sponsor, which I'm very happy to have. So if you guys, before that, could like, subscribe, do what you gotta do, that'd be pretty awesome. And yeah, let's get into it. So, the first mod that I addressed in the last video was Akrapovic. I like the Akrapovic, I love it actually, and I chose it because having seen previous videos and different companies about race parts and things like that, I thought that the Akrapovic was great to have, and I wanted it because it had a nice name and the cars that were on it looked good. But now that I've had it for about, is it a year? I'm not even sure. Definitely over 9 months. I'm ready to let it go. I'm thinking about putting on the Yoshi simply because the Yoshi has a full system exhaust and Akrapovic is just a slip-on. I found, maybe it's because I got into a couple crashes, or I got hit rather, excuse me. I found that my Akrapovic is sounding very rusty. It sounds like it rattles, and besides the chain noise, this bike needs no more additional noise. So I'm really thinking about changing to something quieter and getting something different, which would be the Yoshi. So there you have it. Akrapovic, would I recommend? Yes, I would recommend it. It sounds great, it pops, it sounds aggressive, it crackles, it rumbles. It sounds, you know, it gives a bit more strength to the sound of the CB300, especially over stock. The next mod that I did is the Power Commander and Dynotune. We're gonna cover those in the same spot. Would I recommend dyno tuning and a Power Commander? Yes. Although they're a bit expensive, my Dynotune costs $350 and the Power Commander I believe costs around $250. If I'm not correct, the price is always on different websites, you can look it up. But being that my bike, well, the bike is just a CB300 and it doesn't even have the full 300 cc's, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a Power Commander, do the Dynotune. I've never done it before, but when I heard that it can increase the speed of the bike, I was like, yeah, you know, why not? Why not give baby a little bit more speed? And so that's what I did. The Power Commander and the Dynotune, I think, need to be done together. I think I only had my Power Commander in for a little bit, so the review on the Power Commander by itself is that it definitely adds some spark to the bike. It definitely adds some jump, some kick. But if you really want to get the most out of Power Commander, I'd suggest that you dyno tune it. The dyno tuning, as I was told, it basically stretches the bike to its limit. You know, it pushes it to where it's supposed to go. It's like our mind. They say we only use 10%. With a dyno tune and a Power Commander, it's like you're pushing your bike to go as fast as it can, as far as it can, to do more with that 10%, to get more than that 10%. And for me, like I said, with this being only 286 cc, I wanted to give it as much kick and as much pep as it could possibly stand. So should you dyno tune and should you Power Command? Yes, do it. Invest in your bike, invest in your fun, invest in your speed. When somebody wants to pull off on you at a red light, even though they still beat you probably, you can still pop off pretty fast. My next mod is the K&N Filter. I gotta be honest with you guys, can't feel a difference, can't tell if there's a difference. For all I know, somebody could have went to my bike, stole the air filter out of the bike, and I wouldn't even know. I don't know. But I got the K&N Air Filter because K&N is a brand that I've heard about and I recognize, and I was like, you know what? Let me take out the stock one, let me put in a new one. And the K&N is the one that I decided to go with. I don't think it was too expensive, might have been $30 or so. But if you guys want to get the K&N Air Filter, why not? If you got the money for it, if you want to switch it out, why not? Like I said, I don't know if it adds any difference to it, but it looks nice. It's cool. It's K&N. So my first mods video, under the first category for efficiency, I had a M.A.D Mudguard. Unfortunately, I had to take off the mudguard because I put on a Shinko 705, which is an off-road tire, and the mudguard could not fit over the back tire. So unfortunately, for what I felt was more of an effective mod, I took off one mod. I really do want the mudguard back because I think it's a beautiful piece. It not only is it effective, which I love, but it adds to the look of the bike. Like the little back piece that it has there and just protecting over the wheel, it looks pretty good. It makes the bike look a bit more aggressive, and it catches people's attention. If you do ride in the rain, it's gonna stop all that dirt from kicking up on your back. And that's what actually the original long ass OEM Fender is for. It's to stop the dirt from kicking up on your back. But since most people like us, we want to take out the OEM Fender, we want to delete that ugly long arm thing, the mudguard definitely be the best bang for your buck. Thank you. The next mod we're going to talk about are these CRG Lane Splitters. These, I believe, cost about $80 a pop. And then not only that, you have to get the adapter. My review on these mirrors is I do like them. They are called lane splitters for a reason, because you could tuck them in like that and then pop them back out, which I have used and I've seen how efficient they are. But having dropped my bike enough times and been enough crashes, these pop off too easily. I really love how easy they are to adjust, how easy they are to just fold in. And it's like, it was a no-brainer for me, but now that I've had them for a long time and I've had to replace them for a while, I'm actually really thinking about swapping them out. CRG, you can see that, you know, my bike has been through it. My baby is a trooper. So you see it on the bike, and that's with it closed. Would I recommend the CRGs? Yes. As I said, I've used them for lane splitting. I think they do a beautiful job. They do what they're supposed to do. But my thing is, I just don't like how easily they come off and for how much they cost. You could go with a cheaper Amazon or eBay knockoff, but for me, I don't like putting knockoffs on a bike. I want everything to be top notch. It's like if you have a kid, you want to give your kid the best. So that's how I feel about my bike. I want to give it the best. I want to put on the best on it. One of the most asked about, and I think one of the easiest, most efficient, best looking mods you can do for a bike, for your bike in any color, is add on the black plastics. As you can see, mine are a little bit scratched, but I don't believe in erasing mistakes. That's from either falling or being hit, and I could change it. It's only like $20, but I don't want to change my past. You know, it is what it is, and I like to hold on to it. But the black plastics, like I said, very, 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 very easy. I got them from Babbitt's, and I believe they came out to $21 each. It's a very easy install. If you guys can see right here, it's a pop on, pop off. There's clips, and it just snaps right on. Would I recommend the black plastics? Yes, I would. Just add so much to the bike. Like, look at that. Fucking beautiful, beautiful. So, my next mod that I previously talked about in my first video are my MZS levers. I got these levers from Amazon, $30 at the most. Very cost effective and very decent, you know. I did want to go with the CRGs, or I forgot what the higher ASVs, but at that time I was like, I don't want to put $180 something levers on a bike when I could just do this. And as I just told y'all, you know, I want the best on my bike. So now that I've seen how these do mess up, I do think I want the better version. The things that I do not like about them is this. I don't like that. And this lever, I don't know if it's broken or what, but I've tried screwing it, tightening it, and everything. I used to have it at a 3, But then lately it started to just slip every time I let go of the clutch like that, and I did not like that. So now I have it at a 4. It gets the job done, but I don't like that I had to switch it out to fix it. The next mod is these bad boys right here. Biltwell Grips. I can't express how beautiful these are. Biltwell. I think they came out to only, what, $30? No, nothing more than that. But these are beautiful. If you remember how the stock ones are, they're very stiff, very crusty, and they don't look special. But these, like, look at that, guys. Like, I can't even describe how great of a feeling this was. Like, if I could ride without gloves and not have to worry about getting hurt, I would, just because these feel so nice. And not only do they feel nice, they look great. They look perfect. They give this bike a retro look to it, and coming from stock, I don't think you could go wrong with these. Like, I've had no problems with them, none at all. Like, no complaints. The next mod we have here is the Quadlock case. The Quadlock, I think, was like $80 for a full package. It's not bad. It's definitely worth the money. It's like, I've been in a couple of crashes, and only the last crash did my phone fly off. My phone's not in it right now, so it might be hard to put in, but it's usually just a simple like that. And as I ride, it sits like that, you know. And if you want to take it off, press down, twist off. Would I recommend the Quadlock? Yes. Yes. Like, not only do you want to protect your phone, but you get this cool ass case. Like, it's slim, it fits the phone, it protects the phone, and it literally just snaps right into here. Like, I have no problem with this right now. Well, we might be getting a ticket. Let's see. I don't know, but let's do what we gotta do. The mods that you're about to see now all went onto my bike after I got hit for the second time. I had about, what, 3 months not be on it? And so in that time, I was like, okay, I want my bike to be as tough as it can possibly be. Like, I want my bike to just be rugged and ready and just, you know, more efficient. Even with getting T-boned, the bike popped over, and as I got up, as someone came to help me, the bike still started and I was able to move it off the road. Only the mirrors broke, but I didn't have anything like in terms of efficiency on the bike. But now all these mods that I'm gonna show you make the bike so much more rugged and ready and just So this bad boy right here is my Shinko 705 dual sports off-road tire. As I told you, I had to take off my mudguard so I could put this on, and although I do miss my mudguard, I don't regret it because this tire has so much efficiency, so much effectiveness, and it just adds to the look of the bike as well. The reason I decided to put on an off-road tire was because riding around in New York a lot, I wanted something that was going to be able to handle the streets and, you know, just be more prepared. I felt like the back street tire that it comes with was cool and all, but it didn't really do anything for the bike compared to this. Not only is it handles like a street tire, at least I ride it like a street tire, but I can also go off-road on it. I had the link up here. I have a video where I went and hit some salt piles in the Bronx trying to get my own little urban off-road adventure, and these tires did what they were supposed to do. I can't even, like, I have no disappointments with this tire. I love it. It's beautiful. Shinko did a beautiful job, and I think on this bike, it just makes your effectiveness jump. So would I recommend it? Hell yeah! The next mod we have here are these beautiful bad boys right here. The Genma footpegs. I believe they're titanium. Whatever the hell they are, I love them. I can't get enough of them. You guys know what the stock pegs look like and how regular they look. These, they add so much more grip. They're small profile, they're different color. The Genma is simple, like, such a simple, small, effective mod. that makes the bike look beautiful. Like, it adds on so much more beauty to it. It grips well. I've had stuff on my foot before and I've literally went like that, got it off from there, cleaned it off of that. Look at that, guys. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with these. Beautiful. This mod, I've gotten a lot of questions on it, and I've kind of actually, I'm just really happy that I got it, because the first bike, before I even got mine, this bike that you see right here was the model that I wanted my bike to look like. This is what I wanted my bike to look like, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing mods and I'm gonna build this up. And as you can see, it already has that. So once I got this sent out to me by my sponsor, I was ecstatic. Like, I couldn't even believe that I finally got it on. And that is the Kitaco Frame Slider. Wait, what the fuck is it called? No, I'm sorry. It's the Kitaco, what the fuck? Here it is. Look at this bad boy right here. Oh, God. I believe this is a titanium material. And it's just, as you can see, it's beautiful. You know how the stock one looks, and the stock one, it just doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't add to the shape of the bike. The stock one, compared to this one, it juts out and curves in, so the bike comes down like that and comes out again and goes in. Whereas this one, I love how it just literally wraps up the bike. Like, it's tucking everything in, it's protecting everything. It's a great material. It's low profile, it's effective, it's beautifully made, easy to put on, easy to take off. I'm like, this is definitely one of my best mods on the bike, and I'm grateful that I got my hands on it. My next, and one of my best mods as well, and something I should have done honestly when I first got the bike, is these frame sliders. You can see they're already missing some pieces to it, and that's when I got hit. And after that crash, I was so happy that I put these frame sliders on. As you can see, it took the impact of the bike. The only thing that broke off was the mirror, but it saved me a lot. Like, I don't know what would happen to the bike, what more damages it would have had if I did not have these frame sliders on. I went with the red and black because I'm trying to give the bike a little bit more pop, you know. So I'm trying to have the colors just not be all black, you know, kind of have some aesthetic to it. Look how they look at the front. Beautiful, very simple. And I think the thing that I love most about them is the text that it has here. The GTR Evolution, the branding of it is very nice, very simple. I usually don't like things that have a lot of branding, but the way that sits is just beautiful. Like, it's, I have no other word for it. It's beautiful, very well done. The other thing that I really love about my frame sliders is when I'm riding, sometimes I put my foot up here and I just kick it, you know? If I'm cruising on the highway, don't need any brakes, take my foot off the pegs and just, you know, it's very comfortable, it's very nice, and they did a beautiful job with these. The next new mod that I have is these GTR Handlebar Mounts. I really like them. They're simple adjustment. You screw off these bolts, take off the last one, you pop these on. You don't even need to take off the base. See that? That's the old one, and this is all new right there. They're a great material. I believe they're the same titanium that the foot pegs are made from. They're strong. Only once I've had to readjust these and twist this back in when I was riding to Bear Mountain. I heard something like vibrating. I was like, what the heck? And I looked up and I saw that this was coming out. So I would say that's definitely my fault, and I tightened it back up and I've never had an issue since. My next mod are these simple lights, sequential lights. Unfortunately, I did not install them myself, so I can't tell you how easy they were to install, but I can tell you that they're beautiful and they're one of the best things I got on the bike. You can see right there, I don't know how well you can see it, but it shines red. Look at that. Some people were telling me that these lights were for the back of the bike, and the thing about them is that you can put them either on the front or the back of the bike. It does not matter as long as they work, as long as they blink and they signal what they're there to signal you for. My only complaint about these, this does come out of the socket a little bit. That I think is because the OEM lights, you know how big they are, those things is like super big, super thick, and so this space that used to occupy is not occupied anymore. And these slim little things, I found that they come out a bit, and I didn't like that. As you can see, this one is taped down, this one is more stuffed inside, and then it's just twisted to fit. But I didn't like how flimsy the fit is in here. It's bearable, it's doable, you know, it's not like, oh my god, I can't live with it. It gets the job done, like I said, and it really looks great. Simple. See how small that is? It adds such a thin profile to the bike, but it's bright, it looks good, and I like that a lot. My next mod is my integrated tail light. It's just, I believe, everybody who has blinkers on the back of the bike and who wants to have a more sleeker, slim look to the bike would want to remove the OEM tail lights. While I like how effective they were in terms of, you know, signaling and letting people know where you need to go, they were just too big. Every time my bike fell, it would snap off, and it was just really annoying to have to deal with replacing them. And like, I think I replaced them 3 times, and I'm telling you, it's annoying. They're not expensive to do, it's just annoying. So now I have this integrated tail light, and this is what it looks like. My only issue with this integrated tail light is that I believe I'm supposed to have another component in here, because once I click the signal, it does this. And it stops. I believe there's a piece that's supposed to make all this regulated and not blink just once. Like, it's kind of dangerous during traffic, but you know, I get by. Doesn't cause any damage. I think it's a simple and easy fix, but I am mindful of it. I am mindful of the fact that I know that I'm at a light and it's not clicking as it should. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. My last modification, and one of the most common ones that a lot of people do, is my Fender Eliminator. I got my Fender Eliminator used from someone, and it is from T-Rex Racing. There's nothing crazy about it, you know, it's a simple plate. The plate does hang down like that, so, you know, simple adjustment. Simple modification. The Fender Eliminator that you see in the first mods video, I got from my sponsor, but these New York police, a couple of them had an issue with it. They were saying that it was too low, which I thought was just complete BS, because other cops say there's no problem with it. Some do. I got 2 tickets, so I was like, I'm gonna change this out. I'm not gonna keep on getting stopped for something as a Fender Eliminator in my license plate. I went with this T-Rex one, and I have had no issues with it since. Most of these mods that you see on my bike were a gift or were bought from my sponsor, Z Parts. I can't even tell you how grateful I am for these guys, because as you can see, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm not one of those guys with like a K behind my subscriber name. I have just about 500 subscribers, and these guys believed in me and are like, have been supportive since I've had around 300 subscribers. I'm very big on customer service. I'm very big on being friendly to people, and especially people that want to spend money with you. If someone wants to spend their hard-earned money on your products, I believe that you should treat them like gold. Not just because, oh, you want their money, but because, no, they're wanting to spend their money with you. They don't have to spend their money with you, but they are. And the customer service that these guys offer, I can't tell you. Like, Z Parts, they take their time to wrap the packages, they respond to emails, they have multiple ways to contact them, and for them being international, that's very important for me. The shipping, quick. I think the longest I've had to wait for one of my packages to arrive was probably a week and a half, and coming from Thailand, that's pretty good. You can check their site, see what they have. They have not only parts for the CB300R, but they have parts for the 150, the 250, the 6, different types of Hondas, Yamahas. They have pretty much everything. And I will tell you, it's things that I have not seen around anywhere else. They're also so dope that they gave me a discount code to use and to give to you guys. So when you go to the site and you want to get what you're going to get, make sure you use Mr. 300 OG, MR300OG at checkout, and you'll get 10%. Go crazy, guys. Go crazy. I'm telling you, your money will be well spent. Like, these guys are awesome. Their products are awesome. I'm grateful for them. And go crazy, guys. They deserve it. Shout out to Zeeb. Thank you for sponsoring this. Thank you for being a part of my bike's longevity, and you guys are awesome. So there you have it, guys. Those are all the mods on my 2019 CB300R. All these mods, majority of my mods, are either for performance or efficiency and longer lasting life of the bike. I want my bike to be beautiful as possible, but not only beautiful, to ride beautifully as well. And I'm very happy with this progress. Like, look at this thing. It's bad boy, it's beautiful. Subscribe if you feel so moved.